So I just watched a video by Evan of Performance Potential, who's another really good dating coach on TikTok here, but the video went away so I couldn't stitch it. And what he's saying in this video is that dating nowadays is broken because people are using the infinite possibilities of dating apps and social media to meet people and then get bored of them and move on to the next one, okay? And he's saying you should meet more people in person to combat this problem. Well, let me give you a different way of thinking about this rather than complain about the current environment. I want to clarify that I actually love his videos and I think he's a brilliant guy, okay? But I want to give you guys a different way of thinking about this so that way you can perform in today's environment online. So first of all, what he's saying is true. Girls get bored with guys really often. If you make one little mistake, you know, in your text conversation or whatever, it's very likely that they're going to ghost you. They're going to go after some other guy. They're going to chase the validation, the emotional spike in the moment, right? And, you know, it's options fatigue, right? So yes, getting flaked, stood up, and ghosted is very much par for the course in today's online dating world. Now, here's your options. You can either complain about it and disparage online dating, right? And say that, oh, this is messed up and, you know, women need to fix themselves and all this stuff. They should just be happy with, you know, one or two different people, okay? Or you can just push it aside altogether and say, oh, I'm only going to meet people in person or whatever. Or you can accept the environment for what it is, okay? And there are some pluses, like it being convenient to be able to meet somebody online that you would never otherwise walk up to in person because you don't know where they're at. You accept things for the way that they are and you work within that environment to win. So how do we win in this environment where women are just, you know, shucking guys off and going on to the next one and just doing that ad infinitum? Well, there's a number of ways to do this, but the first thing is you want to have a good photo shoot so that way on the front end you're getting matches because your photos look good. Secondly, use social media to connect with women. Send video messages that stand out over and above all the other guys. Now, if people aren't making connections over screens, which they're not, right? It's got to happen in person, which means the girl actually has to show up to the date, okay? At least a video is one step closer in that direction. It's going to entice them to show up a little bit better than if you're just texting. The other thing is take massive action, okay? Do the opposite instead of just talking to one or two people. Talk to everybody and see which girls put in the most effort. Talk to them, okay? And move on from low interest women. But the only way that you're going to be able to move on is by talking to a lot of different women. And the last thing is accept flakes, ghosting, and being stood up as part of the grind. If you befriend these things and say, you know what, that's just part of it, just like in sales, you got to befriend the no. It's the same thing. Accept it and keep working. And eventually you get way more girls than everybody else.